Hey guys, it's Esperanza, and in today's video I am bringing you guys a lovely everyday makeup tutorial. I personally love watching these because I don't know, I just like watching them, so I thought I would do one for you. But this makeup look is like my go-to every day. Depending on the occasion, I switch it up. Like if I'm going out to dinner, I do like a winged eyeliner, and that's all I add different. But to just go around the house or just go to the grocery store and you're the type to wear makeup to the grocery store, I got you. What's also good about this makeup is that it's all drugstore. It is affordable. It's practically fall, but it's still summer here because the temperature is nothing like fall. So to me, summer is still here. Showing you guys different options on what you guys can wear. I personally love for both dry and from dry and oily to combination skin. I have different primers for every skin type. And because I just showered and worked out and now I'm ready to go and I feel pumped. I'm going to be doing like a talk through. I haven't done a talk through in so long because nobody is home right now, and I thought it would be a perfect time to do a talk through because I'm usually home with someone, so the noise and all of that. So I thought it would be a great time to do a talk through. Brows, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. brow pomade in the shade Espresso. This is the brush I used to use. I don't know if it's by e.l.f. or Wet n Wild. I know it was by one of those, but this is what I used to use and it worked really good for the price. To see how I do my brows, then go ahead on my channel and go find my brow tutorial. It should be like one of the first videos I have. Alright, so I just got done with my brows and now we're going to be moving on to the face. So for my face primer, I actually used a Fourth Ray face milk. Can you guys see that? This is what I do use on an everyday basis when I do my makeup. It's just so good. But for a drugstore, I got you. I used to use this Master Prime by Face Studio in 100. It's for blur and smooth. So this is what I used when I had a lot of acne or breakouts. I also do use the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I did also use this one. I thought I had the primer for this, but I did also use the Maybelline Illuminating Primer when my skin was really dry during the winter. You can really see the glitter in that primer when you rub it on your fingers. So it really does make your foundation look so nice and glittery. I personally like it. These are my three main go-to primers. And I personally do not like when people say that they're doing a drugstore makeup tutorial and then they throw in some high-end in there. I personally don't like that. So I think I have a little bit left in here. But I'm going to be using this Baby Skin primer. This one is very silicone-y. I kind of love the feeling of this primer. I think it feels so good. And I am breaking out up here, so this is a perfect primer for that. My face looks a little red because I did get sunburn through in here, so my skin is just very uneven right now. So my half-ass makeup would not look good right now. But yeah, if I was doing my half-ass, all I would do is put on mascara and I would be done. So I have two of my favorite foundations that I go to. This is my Maybelline. It's so nasty. It's old. I don't even use it anymore. I don't even know why I have it in my collection. But as you can see, I used it like so much. This is my go-to full coverage foundation when it first came out. I absolutely loved this foundation. Full coverage, lightweight, but it did oxidize. So that was the only con about this foundation. For my foundation, I'm taking the e.l.f. foundation. I love the way this foundation smells. It's like so freaking good. My opinions on this foundation, it's alright. I feel like the Milani foundations are a little bit better than this because of the coverage. The coverage on this is really light, and I like sort of like a medium coverage. But when I didn't have pimples and all of that, this was a good foundation. But for someone who always has pimples most of the time, this foundation isn't that good. This is actually my first time getting this foundation, and I don't know how I feel about it, but it is, for $6, it's pretty good for the price. I look so white. My nose looks so bad, you guys. It's peeling. I didn't even know my face was peeling before I started. Can you guys see that? Oh my gosh. For concealer, this is my all-time go-to favorite concealer. This is so amazing. Or I use the Pro HD Conceal. But my go-to is the e.l.f. Full Coverage 16-Hour Camo Concealer. So amazing. I love it. And it's so cheap. Like, I would buy this over and over again. I mean, I'm not saying it's like the full coverage queen. Okay, so our concealer is on. Now we're going to start moving on to the face powder. For my face powder, I use the Fit Me loose powder in the shade Fair. I did actually use the Airspun powder. It made my skin look super dry, and I personally didn't like the flashback that it gave. I might look a little bit white on the camera. In person, I don't look like that. Oh, there we go. I fixed the lighting a little bit. Now we're going to move on to the cheeks. I did use the Wet n Wild contour and highlighting palette, but mine broke and I haven't bought one since. I wanted to try bronzer, and I never really wear bronzer, but for bronzer, I used the Wet n Wild one. I actually prefer contour over bronzer. I don't know. I just wanted to try something new. So I picked this up, going back in with the powder, and I don't leave it on because I don't want it to have like a residue of like a white face on me. But for blush, I use the Milani blushes. I use the shade Romantic Rose. It's just a nice neutral blush. I'm not really like a pink blush person. I'm more of like a neutral to tone sort of blush. These brushes I actually found on Amazon. They were cheap and they're really good and affordable. I mean, when you're first starting off with makeup, their face brushes are actually pretty good. I like to use a white highlighter on my brow bones and inner corners when I'm doing an everyday makeup. I do have a palette for that, but I don't know if it's considered drugstore. I got it in a BoxyCharm and I know it was not that cheap, so I'm not going to use that. So I was just going through my makeup collection, finding some old drugstore makeup palettes that I don't really use anymore. But I'm just going to use this Magnifying Shadows by Rimmel London. I haven't used this in so long, but it's okay. Take the white shade just to set my eyes up here. Although I already set them, but I'm just going to place it anyway, just so I know that it's not gonna mess up or anything like that. I used to do this makeup when I used to go to work. I don't know. It only took like maybe 20 minutes to do my makeup, so it was really nice and simple. On to highlight. So I got many different highlights in the giveaway that I won. I never tried this Lumi Shimmerista. I've never seen this in the stores. I've have this one. You have a Liquid Gleam Potion by Revlon. I used the Master Chrome highlighters by Maybelline. The caps came off on all my highlighters, so I don't know what highlighter to use. I mean, I've used this one before. It's sort of like a holographic sort of highlighter. I'll show you guys on my hand. It's one of those drop ones. Just swatch that right here. You guys can see. Next we have the Lumi Shimmerista Strobe Powder. Let's go ahead and see how this looks. It's like a rose gold highlight. You can't even see. Seem to find my actual highlight one, so I'm just going to use this big fan brush I got off Amazon like a year ago. I don't really use it. Just wet it with some water. Damp it. Wipe it on a towel so it's not so wet. Use my Master Chrome in this shade Molten Gold. It's really pretty. I wish you guys can see. Oh, there you go. Look at that. You guys, look at that beauty. It's so good for the price. Like, these drugstore highlighters be bombing it up. I totally forgot how good this highlight is. If you have not tried this highlight, you should. They have many shades, but I prefer the Molten Gold. It's too Molten Gold for you, too goldy. I used the shade 50, the holographic one, just to add a holographic white feel to it. So it's not just gold, but it's more like a yellowish, goldish color. I don't even know why I stopped using them. Like, they're just really good. For my mascara, my favorite mascara is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I use this one all the time. It's my go-to. The wand is thin enough, especially for the lower lashes. this looks so good on the lower lashes because it just fits perfectly right under. Eyelash curler, this one's pretty decent. This one I got from Rue 21. It was like $2. So we're gonna go ahead and now use this. Let's actually curl our lashes first. I usually curl my lashes last, but we'll just curl them first just to see. The only con about this mascara is that the wand is so thin, so when you put it in just right and put a lot of force, your wand wiggles, see? And when you try to put it in, it's kind of hard. But everything about this mascara is so good. Okay, so now my mascara is on and my lashes look so good. I also forgot to put on some highlight in the inner corners of my eyes. I love doing this part because I feel like it really brightens up my eyes and it just makes me look more awake. But it's still blinding as ever, so this will definitely brighten up your eyes. Now we're gonna put some on the brow bone. Yeah, I wear this to work. I wear this probably to the fair. I actually wore this to a job interview. So now we're done with the eyes and the face, and now the last but not least is lips and then setting spray. I don't know if ColourPop considers drugstore, but I'm pretty sure it does because ColourPop is really cheap. But for the lip gloss, I'm going to be using the ColourPop collaboration with Kathleen Lights in the shade Moonchild. This is so pretty. But yeah, this is a more natural to glossy look. I actually use a lip plumping lip gloss. This is by Hard Candy. Clear and really glittery. Yeah, I kind of like to see variety of lip glosses, so my favorite all-time lip gloss is the Wet n Wild Glassy Gloss. It's clear. It works so good. And if you want some color, use the Stay Glossy. I want to use the Rimmel London Stay Glossy. This lip gloss is really good. I'm going to go on with Wet n Wild Glassy Gloss right on top. Okay, and we're going to apply this right on top. It makes a difference. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys different types of lip glosses you guys can use. Alright, so we are done with the makeup and now we're going to set our face. The e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. Alright guys, so that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, then go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below and join the fam bam that we have going on. This video helped you guys get some ideas on what to buy or what to use on your everyday makeup. My mission is accomplished because that is what I hoped for. I really wanted to give you guys different types of products that you guys can buy because some stores don't have a certain lip gloss or something like that, and I know there's different people with different opinions, different skin types and preferences. My nose doesn't look so peeled, so that is good, but I love everything about this look. Looks like I took so much time out of my day when it really didn't. Without recording, it takes me about 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes, no higher than 15 minutes to do, just depending on my brow. This highlight is just so blinding. Like, how can you not see that? That's just so good. Go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in another video. Bye!